question we ask all our guests first is, what drives you to do what you do? And maybe you can speak to the genesis in the early days of when you founded these magazines.
Well, what initially drives me or pushes me along is when I was just a little kid, someone in my family told me, you know, you're not going to make anything of yourself. And that in itself was an inspiration to me to show that person that, you know, I could. And I guess that was sort of my inspiration early on. But what drove me to start the magazines, Kentuckiana Health Fitness, 10 years ago, was the fact that I'd moved back to Louisville, my hometown, and I saw there were other publications like this across the country, and it appeared to me that Louisville was a little bit behind the time in terms of health.
Okay.
And so I thought to myself, my boys all went to college. What am I going to do when I grow up? And I thought, oh, I know. I'll start a health and fitness magazine. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
But anyway, with that said, it's still going 10 years.
That's great.
10 years, and
Read quite a few
hopefully
copies.
many people have learned a lot.
Whom do you credit most influential in your life, Barbara? It can be more than one.
Well, when I was in high school, I had spent a fair share of my time in the guidance counselor's office, and Juanita Bender was her name.
Okay.
And I really think that she inspired me to go to college, because at the time, my mom had died when I was 10 and my grandparents raised me, and I just really didn't think of going to college. We were on the very poor side. But because my mom had been a worker while I was growing up, we got Social Security. And Juanita Bender found this out. And if I went to college after I graduated from high school, then that essentially helped pay for me to go to college. And I was just going to be a secretary. And I didn't know any better. And she said, you know, you need to go to college. So I really think that she was my driving force. And honestly, when I started the magazine and wrote my first book, I sent her a copy. And then when I started the magazine, I actually took a picture of her. She was still in that same position, believe it or not,
Really?
at Holy Rosary.
Wow.
She was a guidance counselor, and when I told her what she had done to me, see, she didn't realize how she had inspired me, and I think it made her feel really good, and I really do appreciate what she did for me.
That's a great story. I'd like to hear that.